Because the secular people look at the religious people and they say, oh, unfortunately, look at these people. They didn't have to have fun in life. They live this, this religious life where it prohibits them to do whatever they want. I could say whatever I want. I could eat whatever I want. I could go wherever I want. I could look at whatever I want. No one could stop me. And these religious people, they have to be so limited, and there's so many restrictions. And then when I go on vacation, I could go wherever I want, and I have to worry about it, think twice. There's restaurants, kosher, not kosher. What I'd stick with myself. I just go, I just have fun, I enjoy myself. And they have to go they have to double wrap and triple wrap when they go to a hotel, and they have to be very careful with their food. And then when they go away for Shabbat, they want to take a bottle of wine. They have to make sure the goy doesn't touch it. And there's all these rules, and they make their life so complicated. And I get up at 10:30 in the morning, and they wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning. This guy, he wakes up 6 o'clock in the morning to go to pray, and he goes to a class afterwards. And I get to wake up at 10:30, and look at me, I don't have to pay for tuition, and this guy has to pay for his tuition. I have it all good. He thinks, ultimately, who he thinks he wins the lottery. I'm the winner. He has to live his life and he has to do everything. But at the end of the day, this guy is sacrificing. But who is he sacrificing for? He's sacrificing for Hashem. He's living a life of purpose. He's living a life of meaning. And at the end of the day, yes, he got sacrificed, but he ends up where? Where does he end up? He ends up with Hashem. And he's ending up with Hashem for eternity. He's working for his Olam Haba. He's working for heaven. He's working for a bigger world. He's not just working for this world alone. He has a bigger purpose in this world. It's not just for the sake of living and eating and sleeping and then that's it, life is over. Because in the end of the day, you think to yourself, oh, I'm the winner, but at the end of this person's life, he looks back and he says, what did I accomplish? Many times, unfortunately, a lot of these people, I'm not saying it's always the case, but where do their kids end up? How do their kids end up? The ones who think that we're going to, brush off the responsibilities of religion and our kids are going to be free and we're free from, being told what to do. The Torah is looking out for us. It's guiding us. It's instructing us how to live the best possible life. Somebody once asked Rav Shach. They said, who has this world and who has the next world? Do the religious people have this world, next world? Or the not religious people have this world and the next world? Now, what they expected him to say is, he would say, oh, well, the religious people have the next world. But the not religious people have this world. But what he said was, the religious people have this world and the next world, and the not religious people don't have either worlds. Because in the end of the day, they think they're happy in this world, but look at what religion does to us. It gives us an opportunity to spend time with our family. It gives you no choice but to live a productive life. A life that's obligating you to think straight. A life that's making you do what you are here to fulfill, your purpose. You have no choice but now to sit down with your family. You buy a meal on Shabbat. No phones, no gadgets are interrupting you. It's a life of tranquility. You have no choice but to now spend time with your family. It's putting a person on the proper path. And it's disciplining him. And in the end of the day, you should know something. Although it might look restrictive, a person who lives such a life, in the end, he comes out much happier. In the end, becomes that people look at like so restrictive, it becomes so enjoyable. You can't even imagine not waking up 7 o'clock in the morning anymore. Because this becomes like part of your day. And then once you wake up later, you feel like, oh, I don't feel productive anymore. I don't feel like I utilize my time. It makes you use your time properly. It makes you live a life with Hashem. It makes you live a life that's filled with reason and purpose and gives you more of an objective in this world, or what you came down to this world to accomplish. And not just, living for the sake of living. Religion pressures us to live more productive life. That's what it is. And at the end of the day, the real winner is the one who's living his life for Hashem. And at the end of the day, he's going to not just get this world, and he's going to achieve true happiness in this world, but he's going to achieve ultimately the next world as well.